How's it going? How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? What is it? The 24th of September. We're officially into fall. I believe the official first day of fall was yesterday, maybe. I think. But it was a little bit better day. It was chilly yesterday. Today it got up into the 70s here in Ohio. So it was pleasant. I went this morning and did some work at at my boss's house. I go over and I take care of his landscaping when he needs some stuff done, and I don't mind. It's a little bit extra work. He pays me cash in hand, so what's to complain about? Put in a couple hours there, put a little extra money in my pocket. And then I came home and worked on the fence. I got one section of the privacy fence completely done. I've got the posts put up, to hopefully maybe tomorrow I can actually get two more sections done. And maybe even get a couple more posts put in. I'm still thinking it'll probably be next spring before I actually have the whole thing done. But it'll be nice. It'll be nice. I'm even thinking maybe once I get it all done and all up, and maybe if it's after it's been up for a year or two and it's aged a little bit, I'll kind of gauge how it looks in regards to the rest of the house, because my house is white. It's got a blue roof, and like my deck out back is white. Well, the pressure treated lumber part isn't white anymore because of it was old lumber, and it basically it was a big deck that my uncle was getting rid of because his doctor suggested that he not sit out in the sun in the deck, that it'd be better to put in like a sunroom. So that's what they did. He was going to throw all the wood away. I said, hell, I'll take it. So I took it, and I had a small existing deck that was here when I bought the house, so I basically just expanded on it and made it bigger. And slowly, over time, I'm going to work on actually not replacing the pressure treated planks on the deck with PVC, but I'm going to basically get PVC boards that are the same size and width and everything as the ones that are there, and fasten the white PVC boards down to the top of it. They don't fade, they don't crack, they don't warp, they don't really shrink or expand with the changing temperatures. So it'll be a lot better, because it'll be something that I won't have to I'll have to clean it obviously, but I won't have to actually repaint it every year to make it look good. So, but that's a slow going. That's not high on my priority. I just do a little bit here and there as I can. The PVC boards are expensive. They're not cheap, and especially these days, because the price of everything has gone up. So, but yeah, hopefully I did a test run when I just took the dog out a little while ago. I took her out on her leash, and I let her off her leash, and she was having a blast running back and forth. Of course, I kept following her in case she did try to jump the chain link part of the fence. She didn't, but I'm still hesitant about leaving her out there, especially by herself. I feel better once I get, there's a 6-foot fence there that she's not likely to jump over. And I say that because she hasn't tried to jump the chain link fence yet. So I highly doubt she'll try to jump a 6-foot fence. But I also feel a little bit better because then I can let her out and not worry about other people seeing her, and so forth. Look, I'm initially I'm very trustworthy of people in general. I give everyone, even when I just first meet them, or even if I don't know them, I give them an initial amount of kind of that obligatory trust. The whole innocent until proven guilty type thing. I can, I imagine everybody is on the up and up, and they're decent people until they show otherwise. But it never hurts to be safe, because there are a lot of people out there that aren't. You know what I mean? All right, let's dive into this. Enough of my monologue and my rambling. We're going to dive into, as you've seen from the title, the Horrorpack Blu-ray for September. Right? Yeah. This will be for September. You'll find a link down below to Horrorpack. It is a monthly subscription box. They offer two different versions. They offer a DVD version or a Blu-ray version. You can subscribe to both of them because they don't put the same movies in on DVD as they do on Blu-ray. Each month, one DVD or one Blu-ray in the respective boxes is a limited edition one. In other words, it might be a big name movie that was like a theatrical release, but there's something in particular, bonus features or the cover art. Or occasionally they do signed ones. Something about it that makes it special to Horrorpack. Or the movie itself is only available through Horrorpack. The DVD version is $24.99 with free shipping in the continental United States. The Blu-ray version is $29.99 with free shipping. And you get 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays. I prefer Blu-rays. I like the better quality. They come in this great little box, which I always keep. That would be shipping purposes and stuff. You'll also find links down below, or not necessarily links, but information about my Mercari, my Poshmark, whatnot. Do me a favor, pop into any one of those, What you'll see down below for Mercari is if you type in that whole thing, it takes you directly to basically like my store on Mercari. And I got all kinds of stuff on there. From collectibles to home goods to kitchen goods to tech stuff, phone cases. Everything's like new or brand new. In packaging, sealed, so forth and on. And then my username for Poshmark, you can look me up there, follow me on there. And Whatnot, I'd be great if I could get a lot of people to go over Whatnot, start following me, because I am planning on doing another auction here in maybe another 2 weeks. I'm going to put one together, probably a Funko Pop auction. That was the one I did first. Maybe I'll get with it. I don't know. All right, here we go. 4 Blu-rays. See what we got. I have yet to get a movie. Actually, I think once. I think there was once I got a Blu-ray that I already had. Or a movie I already had. I didn't have it on Blu-ray. I had it on regular DVD. So I kept the Blu-ray and then I get rid of it. I either already got rid of or it's in inventory where I can get rid of the DVD. First, we have... Okay. Crabs. Now, I'm guessing just from, those look like, what are they called? A horseshoe? Or those horseshoe crabs? Right? And I think they are actually, looking at this bigger one here with the tail, I think it's those, they don't really look, to me they really don't look like crabs. Because I think crabs, pinchers and stuff like those remind me more like a crustacean form of like a stingray. But they're aquatic sea life. I'm not referring to like, because in crabs, you think STD. Hey, they could make a horror movie about that too. I would imagine it probably would be. But yeah. So basically like a creature flick here. I'm gonna guess it's probably got some cheesiness to it. The Hollywood News quotes a creature feature on steroids. Nerdfly says Crabs is totally stupid in the most clever, brilliant, really fun way. 4 out of 5 stars. Right. Cool. Number 2. Oh, it's always nice when you get like a collection, because then you're actually getting more than 4 movies. And I don't have either one of these. Sweet. We've got Pet Sematary and Pet Sematary. I'm guessing one is the original Pet Sematary. And then okay. So it looks like what you get is, this is the 30th anniversary remastered version of the original Pet Sematary. Excellent. And then you get a digital code for the 2019 remake of Pet Sematary, which I haven't seen on Voodoo. So I'll have to do that and add that to my Voodoo collection. Nice. I'm actually surprised I don't own Pet Sematary, but I don't. Next, we've got the Winter Hunger. And this is the Horrorpack Limited Edition Blu-ray. I want to take a wild guess and say maybe this is like zombies or something. The mutation of the rabies virus. Yeah, so I'm going to put it more in the vein of like 28 Days Later. Which is actually even more, for me personally, even more frightening to think about. Because if you watch like 28 Days Later, and I'm guessing this will be kind of around the same premise, or even the movies, the original George Romero's The Crazies, and then they did a remake, which was actually really good too. Where is a virus, a mutated virus, and it basically caused people to basically have an insatiable thirst or hunger for violence, for killing people. They basically just, everybody goes nuts, and then, especially in the case of 28 Days Later, it made it to where they really didn't feel pain, and it wasn't so much that they were like were dead and then reanimated. It was that they the virus they were inflicted with made them go crazy, but it also started to deteriorate their bodies. So even though they were technically still alive, they kind of have an appearance of zombies because they were deteriorating, and they could still run and jump and use stuff, and it's frightening. And what's frightening to me about it is because who's to say that somewhere that couldn't happen? I mean, I would have never thought in my lifetime that we'd have a pandemic like we did with COVID. But we did. There's a lot of things in my lifetime that I thought would never happen, and they have. So, who's to say a mutated rabies virus couldn't happen? And number 4. We have the unrated director's cut of Paranormal Activity 2. I think I have the first Paranormal Activity. Cool. So it includes 2 versions, the unrated and the theatrical. And of course it's Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Nice. So there you go. That is the horror pack for September. Like I say, if you're a horror movie fan, and if you're like me, where you really like having the physical copies, either DVDs or Blu-rays, or of course, they are starting slowly releasing stuff on 4K. I haven't upgraded to 4K yet. I'll probably wait a little while before I do that. But yeah, I like having the physical discs and stuff. That way, on the off chance, say internet goes down and I can't stream anything, as long as I have power, I can pop in a DVD or Blu-ray. So check out Horrorpack if you are a horror movie nut like I am, and subscribe. And like I said, you can subscribe to both of them because you get different DVD or you get different movies in the DVDs and Blu-rays. So that'd be 8 or more movies. Because sometimes you get like, well, I think one time I had one that had like 3 or 4 movies included in the one Blu-ray. So there you go. Hey, everybody, do me a big favor, would you? If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I do all kinds of geeky goodness on here. I do ramble off topic on occasion. I do normally have a little bit of a monologue intro talking about my day and so forth. Just so y'all can get to know me a little bit, besides out of just the geek that I am. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. Don't obligate you to watch every video I put up, but if you do, I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'd certainly like a few likes. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't cost you anything. Help me out trying to build this channel up. I can use all the help I can get. So subscribe, like, share. Nothing wrong with that. If you know other people that might like this type of stuff, and Funko Pops and comics and so forth and so on, more the merrier. And as always, it goes without saying, but I always say it every time because we need more people saying it to each other. And that is, look out for yourself and those around you, so we can all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Because let's be honest, we all need all the help we can get with that these days too, right? That's it. Take it easy. See you.